I tell you, the FDA is keeping me busy this week. I tell you. Anyway, this comes out of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. It's April 4th, 2019. It says FDA in brief. FDA warns companies to stop making, selling, or distributing e-liquids marketed to resemble prescription cough syrups. So much for your child-appealing labels. This is a perfect example, as I've stated time and time again in the past. Unless the label is mimicking or is substantially similar to a trademark product that the Food and Drug Administration regulates, the FDA is hands-off on that product. And this is a perfect example because the Food and Drug Administration regulates drugs. Understand? They're not going to, in other words, as I've said in the past, if there's a trademark violation in regards to like a Ford Fusion car that's on a e-liquid label, what the Food and Drug Administration will do is work hand in hand with the Federal Trade Commission to get that label changed because there's a trademark of a Ford company's car. But considering that drugs is something that the Food and Drug Administration regulates, they regulate food, they regulate drugs, they regulate cosmetics, and they regulate tobacco. Because this particular situation it resembles or substantially similar or mimics a prescription cough syrup, and I'll show you in a moment the pictures. They went after these companies with an FDA warning letter. So anyway, I'm not going to read it all, but you'll get a gist of it anyway. So this is FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb, MD, speaking. By deliberately making or selling e-liquid products that look like prescription cough syrups, these companies are putting adults and children at risk of nicotine poisoning. The products are being designed in ways that make them falsely appear to be indigestible. These actions are egregious. How do you say that? The products not only use labeling with statements, representations, and graphical elements that imitate legitimate cough medications, but they also have a list of ingredients that mimics a drug facts label. Efforts to encourage the innovation of novel and potentially less harmful products such as e-cigarettes for currently addicted adult smokers will be severely undermined if bad actors put the public and kids in particular at risk in this outrageous fashion. The FDA will continue to crack down on misleading labeling and advertising and illegal and dangerous e-liquids that may entice youth or put consumers at risk. Today, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued warning letters to Undisputed Worldwide and Easy Fumes for manufacturing, selling, and/or distributing nicotine-containing e-liquids used in e-cigarettes with labeling and/or advertising that cause the products to misleadingly appear to be indigestible by imitating prescription cough syrups. So let's take a look at this little guy here. This is out of California, Undisputed Worldwide, stated April 4th, 2019. FDA has determined that your double cup liquids, Spirit Tech lemon lime e-juice syrup, and double cup liquids pineapple phantom flavor e-juice syrup e-liquid products are misbranded. And it goes on, talks about how on the labeling itself, it's not correct. It's illegal, as well as all this other crap they're talking about. But look at this. Now, this is not child appealing, okay? But if a child looks at that, they might think it's cough medicine. And this is the trademarked image, Okay, this is by Actavis, Actavis. This is the real trademark company. And then this over here is the trademark infringement e-liquid company that got in trouble with the FDA. Double Cup sort of has this line right here. See, it says here, it says ACTRIGHT, so act right. Instead of activist, it says act right. Has a little thing here, a little circle here, like this over here. Even the print is somewhat similar to it over here. This says e-juice syrup. This says cough syrup. He even has a 2 fluid ounce like this, 8 fluid ounce. He even has some things here written where the mouse is at, just like over here. They got themselves in trouble for trademark infringement. Nothing about child appealing about these freaking labels, are there? NVR Network, Vaping Legion Network, and the rest of you bozos. They can only go after food, drug, cosmetic, and tobacco trademark infringements, period. This is a perfect example showing that this is not quote unquote, this is something that would never wind up on the blacklist, but it certainly wound up on the FDA's blacklist, and that's all that matters. See, again, see how it's very mimicky, high taste, high tech. It's all relative in the labeling. See. So this is really bad because this probably really gets under Gottlieb's skin because it's about drugs. So let's go to the other one. Easy Fumes. Same thing, April 4th, 2019, out of Texas. It's for Double Cup, and it's really the same thing, but 2 different companies doing the same thing. Same thing here, right? Understand? It's a trademark infringement. This is the only time the FDA is going to act. I know some people will stick to their guns to the day they die and never admit that I am right and they are wrong when it comes to this whole blacklist bullshit. But I'm telling you, the Food and Drug Administration at times will work with the Federal Trade Commission, but for the most part, and they only worked with the Federal Trade Commission one time, the Food and Drug Administration they only have the legal power to go after the vaping industry in regards to these labeling issues when there are food, drug, cosmetic, and tobacco trademarks that are being violated. It's that simple. Most of you will get that, but there are a few out there, unfortunately, that still do not want. It's not even a question of getting it. It's just the idea of not wanting to get it because it will make them have pie in their face and make them look like a bunch of crapheads that they are. And so then it goes on and on. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you and prove this is like another dagger in the heart of Vaping Minuteman and Tristan Thompson and the rest of those other assholes. And that is, it has nothing to do with these child appealing labels that they have cracked it up to be. It only has to deal with trademark infringements. If it's not trademarked, the FDA is hands off. Why? Because they don't have the power, the legal power, to go after anything other than trademarked violations. Period. It's that simple. And unless you get that wrapped into your head tightly and pull on it so it really sinks in, you will be living in an illusion with the rest of the vapors. And unfortunately, most of the vapors out there are living in an illusion. unfortunately. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. Guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.